Jim Hopkinson, the salary tutor.
Wow.
Welcome back to another day of Momtivationals. Woo, 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 woo. Today is a fun day because we're talking about salary negotiation tactics, salary negotiation skills, and salary leverage. So it's all about getting more money where you at or when you start the job. Now, I told you guys, good morning. I told you guys that I'm making these videos while I'm on my way to work to my 8 to 5. And honey, I'm in traffic half the time. So consider this your morning. I know y'all lying. Y'all know how y'all be trying to get over and the car's cutting you off. You hear the blinker. The blinker's been blinking. Don't even try me back there. Anyway, so what I do is I drop my daughter off to school and then I take about 15 minutes to get to work. So these videos will be anywhere between roughly about 12 to 15 minutes depending, and let's get right into the video because I want to make sure there's nothing that I miss. Somebody's riding my coattail. Anyway, so Jim Hopkinson, the salary negotiator. So the salary tutor, the book. I have to say that at the beginning of this conversation, because I don't want to forget Jim Hopkinson, the salary tutor. You can purchase this book on Audible, or you can purchase the book, go to a library, pick it up. When I was broke, I didn't have a job, I needed to make some money, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't being lowballed getting a new position, because that's what a lot of companies are doing. Back to back to back to back. They don't want to pay you what you're worth. They don't want to pay you the effort that you put in. They don't want to pay you for the research and resources that you use to learn about the company, to learn about the position. So I said, well, if I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in hard. I'm going to go in strong, right? So for 9 months, I hadn't told this story yet. For 9 months, I didn't have a job. For 9 months, I did not work. For 9 months, the Lord just kept blessing me to thrive and survive, honey, because I was leaning on his everlasting. The hem of his garment was holding me up and keeping me up. And I'm not lying to you. I did not have a job for 9 months. But in that process of not having a job, I decided I was going to use free resources, to make it work. So what I decided to do was I wrote out a list of things that I wanted to accomplish. What was really important to me at that time when I didn't have a job. All the things that I wanted to do in my personal life and in my career life. And as I didn't have a job, it just kept coming to me what I wanted my life to look like. And if I wanted that lifestyle, it was going to require for me to have more money and to make more money when I got a job. So I went to my community college and I was just, looking at books, looking at money books. And then all of a sudden this book popped out at me. It said salary tutor. And I said, whoa. Now this is how you get ahead. Now, typically, first of all, I don't like negotiating. I don't like asking for stuff. I like this. This is past me. Right now, I'll come to you straight. But past me is like timid. I'm not asking for no extra money. I don't feel like having that conversation. You know what you should be paying me. You're doing well. You'll figure it out. I'll take what you give me. No. Heck no. Ooh, I feel it in my bones. It's Wednesday. I'm turned up. Heck no. Don't take what the people's giving you. They typically got like 10 to 20,000 more in their pocket that they budgeted for the position that you asking for. Anyway, so I saw the book, it popped out at me, and I started reading the first few pages, and I got really excited about what I was learning. Man, I purchased that. Oh my goodness, first of all, hello, good morning, my name is Pernisha, and you can call me Pernie. I never say hi to y'all. What's wrong with me? Like, I assume y'all automatically know who I am. I'm Pernie, and I'm sending out these messages called Momtivationals, where I help other moms overcome some of life's challenging setbacks and to help them stay ahead. I've been through it myself, and our stories won't be the same. But let's get back to how we making more money this year and next, period. So 100K ladies. So I flipped through some of the pages and I decided to get the book on Audible, and I put it in my car and I just started listening to the book wherever I went, whether I was picking my daughter from school, whether I was taking her to school, if I was in the house cleaning, I listened to the book. I took notes. That was the first time I actually sat and listened attentively to a book about money. The book was fast. The book think was maybe 5 hours or less, maybe 4 hours roughly. But the book was easy to read, easy to understand, and easy to follow. It was a quick 1, 2, 3, this is what you need to do. So in the book, it talked about, and I encourage you so much to get this book because it blessed my life. And if it blessed my life, the person who don't even like talking about money inside of a or who used to didn't like talking about money inside of a career financial commitment when it came to a job, it changed my whole attitude completely. I said, I was getting played the whole time. I can't believe I took that $12 an hour job when I was 20 years old. Like this, that's how much I was so invested. So what the book essentially said, I'm going to give you a brief overview, and this is going to tap into that leverage. It's going to tap into your salary leverage. It's going to tap into your increase, your yearly increase. It's going to tap into when you don't have a job and you're trying to get one. That's the 3 spaces where this book helps you at. It helps you negotiate how much money you're going to be bringing in your household every other week or every month, whatever job you know have, or every week. Hey, okay. So he said in the book, Mr. Hopkinson, he said, when you, and this is, I'm going to speak directly to people who don't have a job. I know a lot of us do have a job, but the similar things are going to apply. He said, make sure you're doing your research on the company that you want to work for. All right. Let's start with the job that you want. Let's say you want a job. You want to be you want to work as a marketing analyst, right? You want to do the data, the numbers, be a part of the admin team, see what part of marketing is actually working. Marketing analyst, marketing or data analyst, right? You want to spend your time looking at what the typical salary is for those positions, right? All right, get very familiar with that number. The lowest, the highest, the median. Get very familiar with that number. And then when you finally get to a job interview and they're talking your ear off about how great the job is, how great the company is, and how it would be amazing if, to have you on their team, blah, 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 blah. All of it's just talking because they're gonna disrespect you when it's time to talk about the money. So they tell you all this cute little fluff and they be like, yeah, I'll give you $10 an hour. No, we're not doing that. So you're going to come in strong and you're going to come in prepared. Amen. So he said, get familiar with those 3 numbers. And then also when you're going in for that company, find out what they're paying. What are they paying for that job? What are they paying for the job? What are their competitors paying for that job? Hey, what are their competitors paying for that job? Okay, cool. What does it look like to do that position? So while you're in the interview, you're never going to give them a actual number. You're never going to give them an actual number until you know exactly what your day-to-day role looks like. You won't know what your day-to-day role looks like until you actually speak to someone who can actually tell you what it looks like. All right. So once you know what your day-to-day, you give them a ballpark. You get in there and they say, hey, you want to be a marketing analyst? All right, this is what we're offering, $82K. And you're like, okay. They'll be like, if $82K is acceptable for you, well, I would like to hear more about the position if you don't mind. And so you learn the verbiage to use to push back regarding a number. You never want to lock in a number at the beginning of an interview. For the first few interviews, the only time you really want to mention a number is at the end of an interview, okay? Or the end of your salary negotiation, or the end of the new position at the company that you were already working for. You want to be clear about what it is that they want you to do. And then once you guys went back and forth in the interview and they've established that they really want you to do this job. Let's say they offered you the position, right? Then you give them a number. So in the beginning, you give them a ballpark, anywhere between 82 and 90K or 95K, whatever, right? Whatever the salary medians are that you saw in your research. Then you want to, after you give them the ballpark, then you want to go in at the end once you know that they really want you. They really want you to do this job. They really want to bring you on. You are just so amazing. You're wilding their socks off, right? Right! Somebody trying to come in and get up out of my way. She ain't even paying attention. That girl bit her phone. Lord have mercy on her soul. Y'all be up on these phones doing 80 miles on these freeways. I don't understand. Anyway, so they really want you. You're so amazing, and you're like, okay, well, after receiving the information that was given throughout the interview process, learning more about the position and the company, what is required of me to do the position, I will take no less than, or I will, what's the term that he used? My salary request is 115K. Now they're gonna look at you like you lost your mind. 115K? 115K for 82,000? You came in for 82,000, now you want us to give you 115K? Right? But it's all about the verbiage. Don't be like me, where I just tripped up when I was just telling you, yes, okay, after hearing more about the position, thank you for this information, and I would love to join your team, but my salary request is now 115K based on the tasks and the skills that are required for me to be successful at this job or successful in this role. That's easy, right? When you practice that, you learn to negotiate what it is that you want. It becomes easy breezy to you. And then the company will look at you like you done lost your everlasting mind, okay? They'll look at you like you the scum of the earth sometimes, because they can't believe you coming in hard and strong. They can't believe you did your research. They can't believe you know this stuff about the company. They can't believe you got the skills to do the job all of a sudden, even though they told you they want to bring you on the team because you seem like a perfect fit. I'm such a perfect fit that I now request a salary of $115,000 based on the information given regarding the role. And this is why. And if they push back, well, you say this is why, because you want me to do X, Y, this, you want me to do that, you want me to do that, and all those things I can definitely provide for this company. As efficient as I am in this, I did this here, I did this, that, blah, 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 and 115K is my salary request. Always go high. You will have people giving you pushback. You will have people telling you what you can't get. You will have people telling you what you're worth. You will have people look at you like the scum of the earth, and then you'll have those people who have the money and say, you know what, you're right. You're definitely somebody we want in this role, and we'll give you 115K. If they don't give you 115K, they'll give you 110K. If they don't give you 110K, they give you 105K. Maybe they give you 90K, but you have travel incentives, you have family leave incentives, you have 401K IRA match incentives, you have medical incentives, whatever it is, it all needs to add up. It all needs to add up. And the best way that you're going to negotiate your salary is, I gotta get inside, my boss is here. The best way you're going to negotiate your salary is by being informed. That's going to change your life. This applies to your current role, your new coming role, and if you want to transition into another completely different department inside of your job. So you can still work with your same team and get moved up to a manager, supervisor, whatever. Or you can work with a whole new team, whole new boss. Or you could just not have a job, right? And so, and land one. But you cannot expect to get paid more than what they're offering if you're not educated. And so what Salary Tutor does is it gives you the verbiage, it gives you the confidence, and it tells you, I'm going to tell you straight up, and I'm going to tell you out of my mouth. This is what I heard him say, and he didn't even say it. Be confident and don't settle. That's the same thing I've been saying for the last few days. Be confident and don't settle. And a lot of us single moms, we just want to take some money because we got bills to pay. Don't just take some money because you got bills to pay. You're worth so much more. So much more. Especially as a black woman. You know how hard we work? You know how hard we work? And it's undervalued, and it's underpaid, and it's underappreciated. I need for every single mom to make more money than the job ever put out that they would pay. That's right. My job said, I'm going to pay you $23. They done lost their everlasting mind. They came in and said, oh, I pay you. I said, well, I've done the research. I've done the research. And they had no other choice but to meet me where they are. And when I move into my next role, whatever role that is, okay? Just it could be YouTube role, it could be at a travel company, it doesn't matter where I am. Where the money at? Okay. But I got the verbiage to say that. I got the education and knowledge to leverage myself and say, well, I have the skills, I have the knowledge, I have the experience. Even if I don't got the skills, knowledge, experience, I got the verbiage. I'm so confident in what I say, they'll have no other feeling in their bones but to pay me what it is that I'm requesting. And I want you to get that inside of your mouth, inside of your heart, inside of your mind, inside of your body. So it comes out so easily. They're not even second guessing themselves. Oh, sure. 120K, we could definitely start you off at that. It's nothing. And now you're part of the team. But we also won't settle there. Because we're not going to just take 150K and settle there, okay? We got to keep moving up. If we negotiate, keep negotiate, we'll be at well over 200K. We'll be well over 300K. And we have it in us. We know how to talk. We just need to talk the right way. Hello? Until tomorrow. Get some money.
To enjoy more videos like this, be sure to rate, comment, share with a friend, and subscribe.